Well, here I am back at Western Park, sitting under a fig tree now, and there's the pine trees next to where I was either abducted or almost abducted back in 1989. I've got another poem to read, but just before I read it, I would like to say I did get a comment on one of my videos saying, do you realize you come across like a little boy pedophile? And I was like, I didn't reply. I just thought to myself, yeah, I know that could be quite easily the perception that people get from the stuff I post, some of the stuff I post. But it doesn't bother me too much. Perception doesn't bother me too much. I'm more worried about substance than about who I am as a person. And I know full well I know that being into spanking is quite a rare thing, but I think it's something like 1 in 100 people are into spanking or sadomasochistic like me. But yeah, I was definitely naturally like that before anything happened to me when I was 13. I had strong sexual fantasies actually the day that this happened, prior to this happening, back at the school picnic, which was way back over there. It was a day just like this actually. It was clear blue skies, and I remember lying on the nice green grass in the nice warm sun, and it was actually that memory and all the other boys from my year at school running around in their shorts, and being a gay kid, I was obviously, checking them out. And after this happened and I was left with no memory, so I didn't know what had actually happened to me, and therefore I couldn't really get help. I was just in shock and my mind just deleted whatever took place. And whatever did take place, well, the part I remember was here, behind those trees. If anything else happened, it would have happened down there, I think, because there was an abandoned little old farmhouse down there. Back in 1989, there was no heritage nursery. It was just an abandoned farmhouse. I think that might be the nursery there. Yeah, it's down that way, kind of. But back then it was just an abandoned little farmhouse. It's kind of strange because I was seeing a counsellor at one stage who used to, but it just happens that she used to hang out in that old house as a teenager. So, small world. But yeah, the reason I post stuff that's like, potentially gives the impression that I could be a little boy pedo, as they say, as that guy so delicately put it. Well, the reason I still do it is because I know there's going to be some kid out there who has the same kind of fantasies as what I used to have, and who considers himself abnormal and a freak. And I just want that kid to know, you're not a freak. There's nothing wrong with you. It's perfectly fine. And while it may not be normal in the strict definition of normal being common, it is normal for 1% or thereabouts of people to be masochists or sadists. And if you are like that, you're far better off being open and honest. And if you're lucky and you find someone, the right person, you can be very happy and satisfied with your sexuality. So, yeah, I'm going to read my poem. I've written it down, Western Park. You can rearrange that word or that name as Tower Spank. So, Take the age of Jatan, 16, and the age of Jake, 11, and you get 27. Code red. Those letters add up to that value, 27, which is also the value of Jake. And if you add the age that I was back in 1989, I was 13, comes to 40, which is the value of the name David. It's the value of the word cord. It's the value of lash, flog, pain, and if you multiply 40 by 4, you get 160. So Jake's 39. Jake would have turned 39 on Friday 17th of February 2017, and if you add 160 days, you land on Thursday 27th of July 2017. That's probably why I mentioned the fact that Jake, code red, is 27. So Thursday 27th of July, so it's just a date calculation, doesn't necessarily mean anything. Is something going to happen that day? Who knows? That's not the point. The point is the poem. Boy's 13 years old and a brat. Brat, Nathan Breeze. Mischievous lad. He is Nathan Breeze. His bad boyfriends, the rude boy named Jake Wetterling. A bad boy's mirror, self-loving angel. A hot boy is vain. Nude boy is Flash. Bold Jatan is nude. Bad Jatan is handsome. Jake's bad reflection. The demon on his bed. Bad boy's nakedness. A boy's cockiness. Demonic serpent. Nathan's the snake. A boy's sprawled out and rudely touching his dick. His beautiful dick. His serpent dick. Serpent penis. Penis of a bold boy. Satan's hard horn. Devil is horny. Nice horny bad boy. Bad horny boy Jacob. Sexual demon Jake. Bad sensual Jake. Satan confesses his demonic sins to his divine God. Naked penitential consent of a bad brat. Jacob's the bad kinky fetish demon boy. Fetish boy as Jacob. Kid needs the whip. I am Semi Delaney, satanic demon boy. The bad consenting handsome slave of a cruel Christian, disciplinarian of a Christian slave. Nathan whipping the captive demon. Jatan is a hot boy. Jatan's a naked slave to an angel Sammy. Jatan's kid Sammy. Delaney is queer. Real demonic boy's twin is Delaney. The twin is gay, homosexual Jake. Bad boy's kinkiness. Boys consented to face spankings. Face naked spankings. Beautiful demonic bad boy's cute ass. Bad Jacob's cute backside. A bad boy's spanking. Nathan's good paddle. Spanking bad Jake. Jacob's spankings. Good hard beltings. For kinky cheeks, if not floggings. For rude backsides. Feared whippings for slave asses. Good Friday's hell. Whip disciplined my horny boy. Hot gay rebel boy. Bad boy named Joshua. Bad pain, aged 16. The boy Jatan feared the whip of a bad boy. Good Friday whip for queer Satan is a horny demon. The wicked lust. Sinful boy named Satan the slut. My sexy bad boy. Jacob's bad bullwhip. Flogging the snake. The bold devil boy. Flogging of a boy's cute buttocks. A demonic boy's naked. Bad boy buttocks. Angels whipping. Whipped sinner. Breeze of a flogging. A breeze of Nathan's angelic satanic boy. Whipped boy named Jacob's the bad zombie. Angelic fetish boy. Or zombie has the same value as kinky. So Jacob's the bad kinky, angelic fetish boy. Loving angel boy, divine serpent. The angel boy Jatan. Easter nakedness. Easter boy in red. Good Nathan Breeze. The good nude boy. Date worthy of melted chocolates. Deep in bad tummies. Good Friday lights, a child of Australia. The boy, 17 days, count my days. After the dead Friday. Good Friday's bad date, code in Minnesota. Face 16 days, nice countdown. Bad wetter code. Is it a prank boy? My prankster? Bad prankster, Jacob. Naughty American, Jake in Minnesota. My weather boy. The identity of the storm boy. Gay storm boy, bold storm boy. Bad Jake wetter. Watch with me, Jake. It's a Good Friday, 14th of April, 2017. 14 actually is the value of the word dead, plus 160 days, the value of Jake Watling, lands you on Thursday, the 21st of September, 2017. And that is actually this happens to be the 70th birthday of the Dark Tower author, Stephen King. And it is also exactly 1 month after the total solar eclipse on Monday, 21st of August, 2017. So yeah, shadow equals 70, which is the age Stephen King is turning. And that's my picture of the Dark Tower, which obviously would throw a shadow. 70 is also the value of the word kinky. So that's it, that's my poem. And like I said, I came here to Western Park, a place where something reasonably bad happened to me as a kid, or as a teenager. But even though it was not a nice thing to have happen to you, it certainly didn't define me. And it was nowhere near as bad as the pain I experienced after I came out and said I was gay. When I was 26, 27? Yeah, 27 or 28. I know, I was around that age when I finally broke. It was just like having to smash through a barrier. saying that I was gay. To the very first person I told, it was just almost impossible. But there was so much fear because of the social stigma and all the trauma and confusion from what happened to me when I was 13. It was all mixed up and trapped inside me. And I think that's kind of why some victims of sexual assault or any kind of predatory behaviour really can, in certain circumstances, end up becoming offenders themselves, because if they're trapped in the closet, they can't grow, they can't experience their sexuality really. And I think it's quite conceivable that if your first sexual fantasies are at the age of 12 or 13 and you're never really able to do anything with anyone because you're too scared and you keep everything inside, then it's quite conceivable that you could grow up and those fantasies never evolve, so you could stay attracted to young boys and hence become a pedophile. And I have to admit, when I was in the closet, I was attracted to younger guys, boys, and that's actually, I knew it wasn't good, and I bit the bullet and I came out, and it was really hard, and society has definitely not been that helpful to me. I mean, in some ways it has, but there's certainly an element in Australian society that is homophobic, and quite a few people do punish you for being honest. Even just saying you're same-sex attracted, that's considered a really big deal by some people. And what if you come out and say you're into spanking as well? Well, actually the stigma associated with homosexuality is intense enough that it probably doesn't make that much difference. Although there are some people, I'm sure, in the gay community that don't understand kinkiness and can't get their head around it. And there's probably quite a few people or maybe not so many people in the kinky community who can't get their head around homosexuality, because if you're openly kinky, then you're probably not going to be homophobic. Anyway, hopefully this video will be helpful to any young people out there who are questioning whether there's something wrong with them because they're into spanking. And all I can say is no, there's nothing wrong with you at all. Just embrace your sexuality and enjoy it if you can. It's really hard to do that because society can be really judgmental, and certainly if you go near any modern psychiatrist, they will probably diagnose you as being mentally ill. Ooh, a sadomasochist, yeah. But trust me, those guys are idiots. And not only are they there's a lot of words I could use to describe them, but they're not as smart as they think they are. They don't know everything, and they can be very two-faced, I've discovered. So no, just be who you are if you can. It's good if you can. If you're lucky and you find someone who you can share your sexuality with, and really that's what my poem was about. It's about two boys who are both deceased, Nathan Breeze from Australia and Jacob Wetterling from Minnesota. Well, I like to think that those two boys, that I'm right, they are soulmates, and together out there somewhere, some world, in some far-flung corner of the universe, they're together. And somehow they've been able to give me some help and some reassurance and let me know that I'm okay. internally, I'm okay. Socially, yeah, well. Society can be very cruel. So it's a tough thing, and honesty is not easy, and there are people that will punish you for being honest. But if you're kinky, I guess it doesn't matter. Just suck it up. Enjoy it. And it doesn't matter if people say you're a brat. Just say, yeah, I know. Spank me. You know? That's the end of part 4 of my series, Jatan's Good Friday Prophecy, which, as I've been trying to say in each video, is for a major event, natural event, on Sunday the 30th of April or Monday the 1st of May 2017. And the reason I chose that date is because it's 16 and 17 days after Good Friday, which I think may have been the age of Joshua after when he died. So I think it might be a reflection. So, till my next video, see you later.